The emotional body method is a physical emotion regulation method that helps people calm the nervous system and then helps people regulate their emotions and teaches them how to shift in and out of emotional states. Now, how it's done is it has three parts to it. It uses what are called emotional effector patterns, which are basically what I call them are keys to the nervous system. And those three parts are a breath pattern, a muscular pattern in the face, and muscular pattern in the whole body, which are oftentimes called postural attitudes. And the muscular patterns in the face, sometimes people call them facial expressions. So you take those three parts and they work sort of like a key to the nervous system. And if you get each of those three parts coordinated with the pattern and you do them at the same time, then what they do is they trigger a specific emotion in your nervous system.
Emotional body makes use of numbers and letters to describe the patterns, and that invites the individual to draw from their own life worlds and determine their emotional subjective experiences based on the patterns. As it doesn't prescribe, it merely provides the somatic practice, and then the individual can subjectively offer what that sensation in the body means to them.
Someone who's never used this before, who is a performer, an actor, a dancer, whether they're an actor for film or stage, that I oftentimes say to them, first of all, take a vacation from all the other methods that you have ever used and give this a chance to open up the possibilities of what this might do for you and recognize that this is highly universal. This is based in our biological origins, that it is really actually just learning about how our body works. This actually accompanies the methods that you have used once you've given yourself a chance to learn how to do it.
I teach in a context where I'm acutely aware of the fact that it is multilingual. And we have this artificial space that we create where we all speak English, even though nobody is really English. So I always look for sort of pre-linguistic elements. I'm very interested in that is more universal, that we all share. And I think the emotional patterns is a gem in that regard. It is part of the human condition. So the accessibility of it is just amazing. So I can definitely see it as being a core part of actor training.
Some things that actors have told me about how they have benefited from learning this technique. They feel greater emotional agency with their entire body, that they feel like they know their body so much better, and they have a greater understanding of how to bring up the emotion and essentially play the emotion, that they don't feel as if they are a victim of emotion and that emotion isn't playing them, that they are more of the conductor of emotion.
So what this workshop has done is it taught us how to not only internalize, but also how to show true emotions. So how to give off truthful acting, which we can do for theater as well. But because film is, it's more nuanced, because they shoot in specific frames. So you can't just be loud and, maybe have loud expressions, because then you probably get out of frame and then they have to reshoot that again. So this workshop helps you to to minimize the acting and be more truthful, because emotions come in different shapes and sizes. But now when we have this technique, we're able to figure out which piece of the puzzle to put where.
The workshop for me, it's just allows us to be, allow us to be and be able to monitor emotions, be able to drive them properly. Whereas I feel like for film, we can just try to go beyond, and it's going to be difficult to come back.
Yes, to add on to that, you said monitor, which I think is an important word, because in theater acting, you're just acting out one scene for a long period of time.
100%.
But with film, you have to now understand that you might shoot a scene and it requires certain emotions, right? And then after that, they cut the scene, and then you have to start again. So you have to be able to monitor how much emotion to put in where, and this workshop is helping understand that. Okay, maybe if I use a 3A pattern mixed with a 2A pattern, I can use it for this period of time, and then I have to stop now. But I can still go back and do it again.
100%.
You can tell Laura didn't decide to just do this yesterday. There's depth, there's wisdom, there's experience. So I think her prompts are just so well thought out that I went there. I could feel, even before I knew it with the first pattern, what we were going, I was like, I'm feeling it. So it surprised me how easy it was. I've always known that breath is very powerful, but breath is insanely powerful. I think this is the best acting tool for any actor.
It's the ability to let go, and just choose and invite any emotion that you'd like to be in. So that's just like, magical,
I think it should be taught more worldwide. I think the effective patterns, because they also help you be able to regulate your emotions, which is important. And a lot of the time, we're not able to do that. We're not taught how to feel. We're not taught which emotions are fine. Most of the time, we're told that, okay, you can feel this, but you can't feel that. You can be sad, but you can't cry. You can be happy, but don't be happy too much. So now we have a bit of a misunderstanding and a miscommunication within our bodies and within the society, because we try to present ourselves in a certain way so that we don't come off as weak or as less than. So what this teaches us is that it's okay. It's okay to feel. You need to feel. You need to make the conscious decision to go through the emotions to feel them, because they build up, and then like a volcano, at some point it explodes, and that has terrible consequences, not just for you but for your environment, which is something that I think needs to be fixed, because the body, emotion, soul, mind, they work hand in hand. So the body cannot exist without the emotions. The emotions are embedded within the body, so we need to be able to express them.
Something that I really love about this method is that emotion regulation is available. It's in you, it's through you, and it's by you. And it's available to every human being.